At the top of the news tonight, government is looking to recover about $200 million the PP government allegedly spent on contracts over a 5-day period about 1 month before the general elections in 2015. Minister in the Ministry of the Attorney General, Stuart Young, held a news conference today to disclose the findings of a forensic investigation conducted by the Office of the Attorney General. He said former Housing Minister Dr. Moonilal and other officials have been named in the corrupt award of contracts. He highlighted emails and text messages where the then Housing Minister requested signed checks made out to contractors be brought to him. Ian Wason tells us more.
Minister Stuart Young, in a media conference at the Office of the Attorney General, said a forensic investigation into the activities of the Estate Management and Business Development Company, which fell under the Housing Ministry during the PP administration, has revealed serious wrongdoing by public officers. Minister Young said 5 contractors who were hand-picked by the then government in 2015 benefited from $200 million in August in a 6-day period. He said the analysis of actual work done versus work claimed to be done and tenders submitted by the contractors revealed the existence of a cartel among 5 contractors.
We are also going to be commencing action because we have sufficient evidence as a result of our investigations against the following public officials. Dr. Moonilal, who at the material time was the Minister of Housing and Urban Development and the line Minister for EMBD. Mr. Gary Parmesa, who at the material time was acting first and then made the permanent Chief Executive Officer of EMBD, and a Mr. Mahadio Balru.
There were instances, according to Stuart Young, where contractors tendered bids worth $32 million in one instance at $400 million for the same work in another. Mr. Young also questioned why a sitting minister at the time would request that checks made out to contractors be brought to him, and how could contractors send emails to EMPD officials with draft cabinet notes.
A series of text messages being exchanged between Mr. Parmesa as the CEO, first the acting CEO and then the confirmed CEO, Dr. Moonilal, T.N. Ramnath, Naeem Ali from Namalco, and one of the principals of Calco.
Minister Young added Dr. Moonilal's attack on the Attorney General last week was no coincidence, as he has a lot to answer for. Ian Wason, C News.
Well, in an immediate response, Oropouche East MP Dr. Moonilal says the claims are an attempt to frame him and create political mischief. He says the text messages have been fabricated and manipulated and carelessly arranged to paint a picture of civil wrongdoings. Dr. Moonilal says the messages were typed up by the Attorney General and Minister Young to suit their political purpose of smearing individuals and companies, with the key objective being to stop the ongoing court matters against the government. Dr. Moonilal says the very companies named by the minister have been awarded lucrative contracts by the PNM government, yet they believe that those companies are corrupt. He adds Minister Young has presented no proof that he or any official of the HDC violated any policy to provide a housing unit to the former CEO of the EMBDC. He says he has instructed his attorneys to write immediately to the Police Complaints Authority, PCA, to lodge a complaint against police officers who might have leaked a warrant to a member for Aruka Maloney, Camille Robinson Regis, who read what was purported to be a warrant into the Parliament's record. He says he has further instructed his lawyers to write the Commissioner of Police and the DPP on this matter.